Hello everyone and welcome to SUNUP. I'm Lyndall Stout. We join you today from Lake Altus-Lugert, a major irrigation source for southwestern Oklahoma. I'm standing in a spot that would normally be about 200 yards away from the shoreline, but as you can see, we're not even hardly close to the water's edge. Evidence of just how severely the drought has impacted this region. The serene waters of Lake Altus-Lugert on this crisp fall morning are a stark contrast to what's happening in the farming communities it supports.
This year there won't be any cotton harvested in the district for the first time in history of the irrigation district.
We caught up with Mark Nichols at the annual Governor's Water Conference in Norman. A past president of the Oklahoma Water Resources Board, Nichols has grown cotton and wheat in Jackson and Tillman counties, going on 32 years now.
All of the cotton was destroyed in the Lugert-Altus Irrigation District, about 50,000 acres. And last year in the Lugert-Altus Irrigation District, we harvested about 130,000 bales, which is about 50% of Oklahoma's cotton crop.
The concern started last fall when the lake was sitting at 40 to 50% capacity. Then spring rolled around.
A lot of times we go into planting season not knowing if we're going to have enough water, but because of the prolonged drought, we were really concerned, and when we planted, we went ahead and dry planted the crop and hoping we'd get some rains, and rains never came. Early June, we tried to water the crop up, and it was just so dry, it dried out. Most of it dried out before the cotton came up. What cotton did come up, just with the intense heat, just suffered tremendously.
Even as low as it is, the waters have been lower, just not for this long.
But the concern is we're just in this prolonged drought, and what are we looking at next year? Already we're worried about that.
Of course, the Altus area is just part of the equation.
Water is a complex subject when you get to how it moves and how it varies. And so it's always a challenge we are working on, is trying to make that more understandable.
As part of his role at the Water Resources Board, Bob Fabian helps people learn about water origins and availability all over the state. One of the main questions he gets:
I need to drill a well, and is there water here? Or how much can I get from this water? Is there water available out of this stream? And is it going to be the quantity that I need to be able to get? So,
not always easy to answer, especially considering the diversity of Oklahoma's water landscape, all specifically detailed in Oklahoma's newly approved Comprehensive Water Plan.
One of the difficulties we have, and why the studies are so important, is the studies get to be more of a regional, more of a local level. Now we have this large framework, but what Oklahoma County needs is going to be different from what Caddo County needs.
Or what the Altus-Lugert Irrigation District needs. But what they all need is rain.
It really is that simple. We need 15 inches of rain between now and the end of the year to get caught up, and that's not going to happen. We did get a little rain about a week ago. We got 2.5 inches of rain, which was enough that everybody's kind of jumped in now and trying to get their winter wheat crop in.
Meantime, that's just what Robert Williams is trying to do, pulling his drill in near perfect rows in his wheat field. He's been back in Harmon County farming for 20 years, 4,000 acres of wheat and canola, along with managing a livestock operation.
Today we're sowing wheat in some ground that was graze out, and so we had a small rain this weekend, so it's going to go pretty quick, and we sowed it while we got a little bit of moisture. So we're no-tilling it in, some graze out ground.
Williams says he and his fellow farmers are happy with whatever rain they can get.
We watched the weather, and it showed us that we were in the 6 to 8 inch rainfall area, so everybody's excited. Then we end up, and it starts raining, so you're more excited. Then we end up getting 9/10 out of the whole deal. So it's kind of up and down, I guess. But it came like it was 2 or 3 inches. I mean, it's wet.
Translation, just what they need to get the wheat growing.
Came over an extended period of time and soaked down to the hard pan, and so it was a good 9/10.
Williams is also counting on his wheat crop to feed his cows this winter. He's also counting on more rain.
Ideally, we'd like to get 2 or 3 inches over about 2 weeks. I mean, that's what we'd like, and get some cool weather to go along with it. So, I mean, we haven't recharged any subsoil moisture yet, but it feels good to be out here and getting some wheat planted, and planting in pretty good conditions feels good too. So.
We're told parts of Oklahoma's new comprehensive water plan will be implemented over the next few years. To learn more about the plan and the water sources in your area, just go to the SUNUP website, sunup.okstate.edu.